Welcome to Carituti. This is Ingrid Carlson, and we are on day 6 of our Bible writing plan with Nanda, Apple of His Eye, over on Instagram. If you haven't gotten your free copy, make sure you go and get it. I have it all linked down below. So today I'm going to do a spread that's a little different for me, and I mess up a few times, but I kept it in so that you can see that just because a video shows, a creation that you might think, oh, I can't do that. Well, I mess up a lot, like a lot. And, half the time it doesn't end up on the cut because it's not interesting or it would make the video too long. But I will show you a couple places here where I messed up. So first off, I wanted to use this flashcard that I think I got in one of my hauls from Dollar Tree, and I backed it with a library card, and these I bought in bulk, I don't know how long ago. So on the back where the flashcard would be, as you saw me before, I added some white paint to kind of hide the font a little bit, but it's still in the background, which is what I wanted. And I am just very loosely and very lightly holding my marker here to mimic those florals that are in Nanda's kit. And I'm not trying to make it look like it. I just want a rough sketch of it. What I did different in this album than the other albums is I used my distress ink pads, and I added some, I think it was vintage photo, as well as either wild honey or mustard. I can't remember right now, but usually I don't do that a lot. I also wanted to add this blue background. The floral that you see in the back, I did, I think if you're following me on Instagram, I did it when I was using the spray inks. And I think Michelle Miko-san on Instagram did the tutorial for us over on, our group Elevate. And she showed us how she uses sprays for mixed media. And while I was following along, that was one of my spreads, and I loved it. So I wanted to add it. Here's one of the parts that I was saying. Sometimes when I'm working with clusters, they just come together, and then other times they don't, and I have to keep rearranging it. And I know the feeling that I want to convey, but sometimes it just doesn't translate on paper, if that makes any sense. And this page was definitely a testament to that, because I had to continually shuffle pieces around. I've said this in my past videos, but a great way to add some dimension and texture, and in my case vintage feel, is to distress your edges. And I just do it by very gently, because scissors will cut right through your paper, unless that's the look you want, which you can do. But I just rub the edge of the scissor up against the paper, and it just creates a nice vintage touch. If you're on Instagram, you saw that I made this little banner with the number 6 on it, and I did it using some fabric and wax, like wax pellets that I melted, and then I added that safety pin, and I did it in anticipation for day 6. So you're going to see that that's where I mess up. I wasn't thinking that as I was writing my Bible verse, that is a flip out, and the bobby pin will not let it flip out. So you'll see me move it around at the end. All in all, I love the way the page came out, but I did want to show you guys that this one I struggled with a little bit. And speaking of messing up, I have tried to read out the Bible verse in King James more times than I care to admit, but I keep having a tongue twister. Today's Bible verse comes to us from 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, which reads, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not." I kept in the point where I realized that the safety pin would not allow the page to flip up, and I tapped my finger like, oh, what am I going to do? Not only that, but the adhesive that I had put on that wasn't going to work out anyway, so it was eventually going to fall out. So I end up putting it up at the top, and I think that I like it better. It balances the page out a little more. So I guess it was a happy accident in the end. But that is the end of the spread, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again tomorrow. Again, don't forget to go check me out on Instagram at Caratootie.